This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Colorado. I'm here with Legacy Insurance Partners. Since 2020, this premier independent insurance agency creates customized insurance plans specific to your needs while getting you the best coverage for your dollar. I'm joined by the owners, Johnny, Olivia. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Let's start off a little bit. First of all, Johnny, you're a co-owner, mother, agent, producer, quite a few titles there. You're formally educated with an MBA in Colorado State University in Pueblo. You began your career as an independent insurance agent. After 8 years in the industry, you decided to venture out on your own. Share with us why your desire to venture out into this industry.
Sure. So I originally was just an independent producer. So, I would bring in the client, I would write them. It was kind of all just, from my desk. And being good at it over 8 years, got really busy and got really tedious being at my desk constantly. So Olivia and I partnered up. We were at the same company. We partnered up and wanted to create a team with that agency. So we hired sub-producers, 2 of which are still with us over here at Legacy. And, we would help bring in some of the business, some of the clients, but then they would actually do a lot of the desk work for us.
It's a great story. Olivia, you're basically co-owner now, outdoor enthusiast, an agent yourself, a producer as well, and you're formally educated at Ohio State University. In 2013, you began your career as an independent insurance agent. You two got together, decided there's more here that we can maybe take out of here and produce elsewhere. Share with me how your paths crossed and why this has been a passion for you.
Yes, so as she mentioned, we worked at the same agency that was before Legacy, and got along very well. Weren't planning on leaving. That was our retirement plan, and then as she mentioned, started the smaller book, and then things kind of started to shift, and it was a now or never situation, and Legacy was born. And
it was kind of divine intervention, really. We knew that we respected each other as producers at our previous agency. We got along well, but we weren't really nearly as close as we are now. And so when we created our team together, we found just kind of by trial and error that we fit together so perfectly as business partners, where her strengths are my weaknesses and vice versa. So we really do fit together like the perfect puzzle piece.
Yin and yang, we say.
Thank goodness.
That's a great part. I mean, you're both powerful independently, but when you come together, even more so. I mean, you began your company in 2020. What a year. Since 2020, a common message out there in the news is uncertainty, really. Would you say more than ever that society yearns for kind of a peace of mind and some protection, maybe from the unknown?
Absolutely. So Colorado has really been changing as well because of the wildfires and the hail. We have become such a unprofitable state in insurance. So premiums are going up, people are seeing that on their mortgage. So it was a really big pain point for people in 2020 specifically, that they were cutting costs. People were getting laid off, or they because of the uncertainty, they didn't know how far their dollar would go. So they were refinancing into the lower rates, and being in insurance, we're such a key part of that transaction as well. So one of our most profitable and busy years as an insurance agency was 2020 because of that.
Yeah.
Smart move then. I mean, although we cannot always control what happens in our life, we can control how we are prepared for events that are out of our control. Should being properly insured in all areas of our life be a priority, really, for any adult? Are we kind of naive, thinking it will always happen to someone else?
Absolutely. That's one thing that we love to do with our clients. It's not just about getting the quote out, and it's about educating your clients. Like, let's look at everything, not just your home and auto. It's about life, and maybe you're having a small business or thinking about running that out of your home. Let's look at that, or maybe looking into a short-term rental. There's so many areas there, and there's usually something missing, something that you can add, or maybe something that you can take away. So let's look at the whole picture and help you understand.
Interesting. I mean, although we all may know what insurance is, only with the guidance of a professional can we make sure we are not just insured, but properly insured. I mean, that's a big thing. Is every client unique and require really a custom plan based on their needs.
100%. So we both came from captive agencies. So captive is a company, an insurance agency that you can only sell the product of that company. So being on the independent side, we have the ability to really customize a package. So you may have a home, an auto, an umbrella, a rental policy, all with different carriers with us. So, we're finding the right niche for each product rather than saying we have this one option for you for all of your lines of business, whether you're the preferred client for that niche anyways. And we really customize it for every single package, every single household.
It's definitely important to know that there are not only different types of insurance, but different types of insurance providers that are not stuck to one proprietary product or carrier. I mean, you guys are able to provide over 20 plus carriers, which is impressive. So in order to find that truly custom plan that fits the needs for your clients, I mean, you really have more options to offer rather than just one. Does that make your job a little bit easier when it comes to finding that great fit?
I think it makes it easier. It makes us sleep better at night, that's for sure. We have really gone out and tried to find all the products that we need in order to completely cover a household. So recently we have partnered with a home warranty company. So now our agents can write home warranty because certain equipment or appliances are not covered on the home policy. We have partnered with a company that does specifically aggressive dog bite liability, because that's excluded on most home policies. So it's just, we want to include coverage so that no matter what happens,
You're covered
as best as we can. We've done what we need to get them covered.
Everybody wants to sleep well at night. As time goes on, people's needs change. You offer multiple products, even multiple carriers, but is it easy to switch from one carrier to another without a real big hassle? And do you help keep them updated, maybe even annually, as their needs change?
Great question. Yes, we have invested a lot of time and support into doing exactly that, because like you said, things change over time. Updating your home, getting a new car, adding a driver, among many other things. So we actively reach out to all existing clients prior to their renewal to go over exactly that, and then reshop. Maybe the carrier we wrote you with last year, or even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, isn't the best anymore. So let's take a look, make sure they are, and if not, we'll switch you. Easy peasy.
So when you're not captive to just one proprietary product, you're truly able to give, I would think, unbiased, kind of objective advice to people. Do you enjoy getting to know your clients, finding out what they really need, and maybe answering questions, finding the best possible product? Is that enjoyable for you?
It is, and it's something that our team especially enjoys. We have a team chat going, all hours of the day. I mean, we geek out on insurance. Not everybody loves insurance, but we do. And we pride ourselves on being educators and not order takers. So there's a reason why we're licensed in insurance. It's because you shouldn't just be able to go online and name your price or write your own coverage, because you don't know what holes you're leaving.
Speaking of that, I mean, your company too is able to utilize technology of the World Wide Web. But when I see consumers go out there and go strictly online, they find these 1-800 companies. How is that process different from the personal touch that you provide?
Absolutely. So like she said, sometimes naming your price, you get what you pay for. So it's even down to like just talking about your home, how do you estimate that dwelling coverage? There's an equation to it. There's some science to it, and it takes a person on the other side who's educated and knows how to do it, has been trained how to do that. So there's definitely going to be things that you're missing, and things that would be shocking that just aren't required by law in Colorado on your auto policy. So people just uncheck that box. Yeah, not a good idea.
Johnny, this is really something that began with the two of you. I mean, almost competitors, if you will, and realized that you could work well together. But the team really didn't stop here. You've got a powerful team under one roof. Tell me about the team and why that approach is so important to you.
Yeah, definitely. So Olivia and I, like I said, we started as just the two of us looking for a sub-producer, ended up hiring 2 within the first 6 months of our new team venture. And since then, that was the beginning of 2019. Since then, we have grown to a team of 11. All female owned and operated. So it's something that sets us apart in a primarily male dominated industry. Not to say that we would never hire a man, but you just got to be able to hang with us.
It's kind of dangerous. 11 agents, you serve 11 states. I mean, you're going to keep growing. That's exciting. Before we let you guys go, let's touch on a few of these protections that you're able to offer for consumers out there. life insurance. Is this still one of the top sleep well at night solutions for everyone? I mean, not only for yourself, but for your loved ones as well.
Definitely. We have started our business based off of protecting home and auto, and we got really good at that. And life insurance is something that we've recently added to the products that we offer. And if you're going to protect your car, if you're going to pay a couple $1,000s a year to get your car replaced, why would you not pay a couple $1,000s a year to cover your loved one's expenses if and when you do pass away unexpectedly, hopefully.
That's interesting. I mean, you added that recently, which is great. We've got term insurance, universal, whole. All these are important in case of a tragedy, but I'm even learning now that for saving money for retirement, possibly even deferring your taxes, it's a great tool to do that as well.
It is, and just another one of those products that we're promoting to our clients to round every household out. We're not going to force anybody to get anything that they don't need, but we're going to educate them on why we think that they need it.
Interesting. I mean, it's not just a bumper sticker, but we know life happens. One place we put ourselves really in danger almost every single day is out there on the road. When consumers think about auto insurance, many times they're thinking of just damage to their car. Actually, it's much more than just your car. Is it a bit more complicated than what many people think? And is this really where a professional can come in and make sure there's no surprises if you get in a wreck out there?
100%. Yes, it's all about the education, as we've mentioned. So just going down to the limits, the basic limits to be able to drive legally in Colorado are very, very low. And it's not going to protect much medically if you do get an accident, whether you're at fault or not. There's also a lot of uninsured drivers out there, or drivers who don't have enough insurance if you are in an incident. So again, just talking to an agent can help answer all those questions.
Interesting. And let's face it, for many of us, four wheels of our single car is not the only way we get around anymore. We've got motorcycles, RVs, off-road, boats. I mean, even our golf cart needs insured anymore. Are all these areas that you can help? And do many times are you able to bundle some of that stuff up?
Yes, we can help on all of those. We know our products well enough that some of those things, like a golf cart, may be covered under your home policy. Okay. And so we wouldn't provide double coverage because we pride ourselves on knowing the coverage that we do provide inside and out, and the carriers that do offer certain products at lower prices. So for example, if we know that a client has say 3 rental properties, or they have 4 motorsports, we know which carriers are the most competitive in those areas, and so we'll be more inclined to put their home and their primary auto with that, so that we can get that bundle discount across all lines.
This is great information for consumers out there. I mean, today we focus most on personal insurance, but that normally covers everyone. But for many like myself, I own a business. Are you able to offer commercial insurance as well? Even umbrella insurance that goes up and above what I have?
Absolutely, yes. We have all of our carriers, most of our personal lines carriers will also do commercial, and then we have ones that only do commercial. So anything from your small business that you're running out of your basement to a large scale business with fleets of vehicles and several employees, workers' comp, and all of those areas of commercial business as well.
Your entire team is able to serve the Lone Tree community right here, but really you're able to serve up to really a dozen states out there that you're insured. Obviously, end of the day, it's about service and taking care of these folks. Johnny, obviously you love spending your days helping to protect people against the unknown, finding the best rates, no different than you do for your own family that you've raised. Is it rewarding for you knowing that your clients are protected?
It is, and that's something that a lot of us actually will specifically say to a client when we're educating them and putting a package together. Is we say, this is a package that I would write for myself. This is the kind of coverage that I would have for my children, for my property, for my home. I mean, it's something that we want to feel good about, and so it's something we try and write as many policies as we can for our clients, the same way that we'd write it for ourselves.
That is cool. Olivia, you're passionate about educating your clients to understand the ins and outs of their insurance coverage. You love the Rockies, Colorado, and the people that live here, really. Do you sleep well knowing your clients are sleeping well knowing they're protected?
Absolutely, yes. I say this all the time. I have the best job in the world, and it's new every day. A lot of people say insurance seems boring, but not to me. It's a lovely career, and I feel really lucky that I actually fell into it by accident.
Yeah. That is so cool. Great job, guys. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, you can meet their entire team, find out more about all the products and carriers that they offer. If you're an existing client, you can simply log in right there on the website, file a claim, maybe review your coverage. If you're not a client, it's really as easy as clicking the get quote button right there, or reaching out to one of the team through an email or a phone call. Check out their Facebook page as well. Check the Google reviews. They're maintaining a 4.9 rating out there across the board. Once again, that is Legacy Insurance Partners, offering the coverage you need with the quality care you deserve. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.